Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, my friend.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello, Kevin. How are you today?
Hello. Fine. Fine. Thank you.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
It's a long, long day.
Oh my God. So, without further ado, I want to tell you something that
Yeah.
uh, before it, thank you for coming to this virtual meeting. Thank you so much. And this video I make for my final term project uh,
Yeah.
for for to fulfill the requirement for final test. So um, I should make this video for the um, final test requirement. So thank you once again to join.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to say thank you too because you want to invite me to this interview.
of course. Okay, so maybe so our topic now it's about stereotype, and of course I invite you as a uh, Indonesian who are study in Korea, and maybe you will
Yeah.
introduce yourself first. Okay, time is yours.
Okay. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Kevin. I'm 20 years old and I live in Busan right now. I take my mechanical study in Busan at Dongal University.
Okay.
It's been one semester. Yeah,
I
it's
see.
because I take my language program for 2 years. Yeah,
Oh,
for 2 years. So nice to meet you guys.
yeah, thank you for the introduction. And maybe I will share my PowerPoint about our topic so you can see in the screen.
Yeah,
Okay, can you see my screen?
yeah, clearly.
Okay, okay. So our topic is about cross culture stereotypes in South Korea.
Hmm, interesting.
Okay, thank you. So I will start it.
Yeah,
So in the first slide, I'll share to you about the level in stereotypes. There are three. There are human nature, culture, and personality. So in the second slide and until the last slide, I want you to explain about your experience about Korea and also the stereotype. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Next to the third slide. Okay. The first one is about human nature.
Mm,
I have found three human nature. There's um, uh, in the South Korea, and of course, I will ask about respect in South Korea, and I have write the human nature. There is bow to pay respect. Maybe you will explain about it.
oh yeah. Korean usually use that expression, the bow to pay respect. Usually when they meet someone higher or older than them, they usually bow their shoulder. It's
Okay.
about 45 degrees like this, and say the uh, hello. I think in Korean it's 안녕하세요. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Usually we use it for older people or higher position in our job. It's
Um,
like to pay respect to them. Yeah, it's like a tradition in here.
okay. So in Korea, we always bow to pay respect if we met someone.
Yep.
Okay. It's interesting. I think in Korea. That's too many uniques and interesting that we learn about the culture and also the human nature. And the second is about perfectionist. And I want you to give your explanation about perfectionist in South Korea.
Perfectionist. It's like, yeah, it's about the appearance, especially for the girl, teenager. Uh, the recently in Korea, there's a like modern tradition. Yeah,
Yeah.
when the girl teenagers reach the 17th birthday, usually their parents give a option to their children, like, do you want money, or do you want a new handphone, or you want to get the plastic surgery? Yeah, plastic surgery. Usually uh, they change the size of their nose, or making their eyes
Mm.
more beautiful, or something like that. I don't know the operation, but there is like, not a culture, but trend. Yeah, trend.
Oh, I
There is
see.
a new trend at for girls, teenagers in Korea, that having their plastic surgery in 17th birthday.
Oh, it's interesting. I have known about the Korean human nature. So, I have one question about that. So, is it this plastic surgery only for adult? Because I look at the Korean kids, it's very handsome and also very pretty. I think should they use plastic surgery too?
Mm,
Uh,
I think it's just a trend for the teenagers.
oh, I see.
If we talk about the plastic surgery, yeah, there is a medical procedure to do that. I
Oh
think
yeah.
that maybe the kids, or the, what do you say, that underage
Hmm.
cannot do the plastic surgery. If they need the plastic surgery, there is a medical instruction. But if it trend, I think there is not that trend.
Okay. So it's for
Yeah,
uh
it's for the teenagers. I think it's
teenagers
only
and
for the
adult.
teenagers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's clear, I think. And the third is about hard work. Uh, Before it, I want to hear your explanation about Korean in their hard work because, like Japan, as I know that Korean people is love to work and look very busy. So maybe you will explain about it.
Yeah. This is uh, the special thing about Korea. The Korean people usually work very hard in their life. It's like, uh, there is higher level stress in Korea because
Yeah.
the working time. Usually Korean works about 8 hours. It's minimum. It's like 8 hours to 10 hours, and usually they do they do it like a hobby. If
Yeah.
they don't work, they feel useless.
Mm,
If you come to Korea, there is some funny things that all elder people, like 50 or 60 years old people, still work in subway. Yeah, usually they work in subway to give the direction, explain about the map. It's because Korean thinks that if you don't work, you are useless. So they they have their working or what we can say working spirit, like
Yeah.
I must work hard, and if I don't work, I'm useless. So yeah, if you look the Korean people, work is like their life, work is their hobby, work is for their, yeah, this is part of my life, so I must give the 100% for it.
I see. So like to be useful,
Yeah,
Korean like to hard work, but
yeah,
I just wondering about their healthy, maybe about their stamina. You said that they are 50 until 60 that still work, I think.
yeah, yeah.
uh, so how about their health? Is it okay?
As long as I see they still work at 60 or 70.
Oh,
Usually they do the simple work at subway or the social service. it's
yeah.
it's not a there's not a big work, but they still can get a salary, they can useful to the other,
Mm,
and yeah, they can work, so they don't feel useless.
mm,
That
I
is, as long as I know, yeah, it's like that.
okay. Interesting Korean people, I think, about their spirit to work. Nice. And okay, that's about human nature. And now I will uh, want to talk about culture. And
Yeah.
there are three pictures that you will explain about that. So the first one is about hijab. In
Mm.
Korean, I think many Indonesian people there, and you will you can explain about hijab in Korea.
Yeah, uh, there's uh there's many problem with it in Korea. It's
Mm,
like Korean people usually ask Indonesian people, especially the Muslim women, that wear hijab, or we can say the scarf. One thing they ask to them is, it's not hot, or you don't feel hot. It is summer,
yeah.
all right? It is summer. Why you wear that thing? If you don't wear it, is it okay? They usually ask them like that, because in Korea there's a lack of information about the religion. There's a lack information about the Muslim tradition, so they are uh, questioning why they are using that here.
Okay.
Is because they don't know what the usage or the meaning of hijab.
Mm,
So it's like so for Korean it is weird. Yeah, for Korean it is weird to wear it on the, especially on the summer.
mm,
Yeah, usually Korean use the very thick shirt and short pant, usually for the woman, because it is very hot right out there. It's like wet and hot. Yeah, and when you see the someone wear hijab, it's like, wow, is he doesn't feel hot or not? Yeah, usually
mm.
Korean things like that.
Okay. So uh, it's just about hot situation that they still use hijab because I also I also agree with the statement about summer who use hijab because yeah maybe it's disturbing, but yeah,
Mm,
back again and again, maybe there's about
ah,
their
maybe
culture.
I want to make a correction. It is not disturbing, but questioning about it.
Okay.
It's like the uh, are you not feel hot or you are not have a sweat? It's like that. It's
Okay.
not disturbing, but only questioning
Question.
because it is new for them and they want to know what the meaning of it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So about your statement, I have a question about that. So when Korean said like that, how about uh, Indonesian comment about that?
Oh,
Are
use
they
oh,
angry or also?
no. Usually, my friend, all of my Muslim friend said that they explain to them by just explain them. Yeah, this is my religion,
Okay.
and I must wear it, and I can take off it. Just explain. Just make a simple explain, and the Korean will just like that. Yeah, just like it. They don't deny it or making a bad statement of it. Just ah that's the meaning. Okay, it's okay. It's like just questioning. It's not a big problem, but just it's like they want to know what the meaning of it.
Okay, I see. I think it's really important
Mhm.
for us to know about the culture, and also I want I like to know about the um, foods in Korea, because as we know that in Korea so many forbidden foods like bacon and so on. So maybe you will explain about um, they while it in the city in
Mhm.
South Korea.
Yeah, usually Koreans it is the usually Koreans want to know why Indonesian people, especially Muslim people, can eat so many foods. Okay. They usually see the content, the content of the products first and read it. Then the Korean feels like, hey, it's just only a snack. Why you so afraid of it?
Oh,
Yeah, because they don't know the haram or halal is forbid or not forbid in the religion. They don't know about it, so they questioning about it. Yeah, as we know, Korean usually use pork and alcohol
yeah.
in their food. So for the Muslims, we need to check and see if it can be eat or not.
Mm.
Yeah, for the Korean, it's like a new thing for them. It's like it is the food. It is safe when the Korean products is all safe. It's non-toxic or there is no illegal substance in it.
Yeah.
Why you reject them? Why you so confused about it? It is because they don't know about the haram or halal.
Oh, okay. It's very interesting. So, because maybe Korean don't know about the effect, like maybe like Muslim said that it's sin
Yeah,
in their Al-Quran. So maybe
yeah,
yeah, they must recheck it about that halal or haram. Like
yeah. And for your info, the Koreans do not take their uh what was it? Koreans they have a religion but they don't think about it. It's like religion is not important for them.
mm,
So if you say that it's sin or not a sin, they will little bit confused about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I agree with that because as we know that in Korea it's very common if they eat pork like
Yeah.
or drink alcohol and so on. So it's very different, and yeah, we should know that about Indonesian people that they must recheck about what they eat.
Yeah.
Okay. Next to the personality, there is rapid work system. I think it's same with the
Mm.
previous, like uh, about their hard work. Hard work. Maybe you can explain about their personality and maybe uh, the different between Indonesian people.
As I mentioned before, Korean people love to work. There is a verb in Korean that is pali pali. Yes, mean that
Yeah, pali-pali.
fast and fast. Yeah, it's word for when you work on something, you must be fast and fast. Not like we used to when we work. As we know, the Indonesian people used to be like we must work with slowly and uh, focus about it. We must recheck and yeah, just slow and take it perfect. But it's not work in Korea. Korean people usually fast, fast, and fast. It's because when you do it fast, you can do the another thing. You can you can do many things in your life. They don't like to delay their work. They just ah, I must I must finish this work
Hmm.
today. I must finish the work for in 1 hour. So if you want, so if someone delay work, Korean people usually do not like that kind of people. They will say that ah, that people do not match with me.
Hmm.
Just I don't want to work with them. It's because Korean people usually want to work with fast, fast, and they want to do many things in their life like that.
Oh, I think that's a good work system because if you slowly and um, yeah, I think your work it's not finished yet. I think, and that's become a bad habit if you don't uh, be like the Korean people fast and fast. So I think it's very good to Indonesian people become like that because as we know that Indonesian people if they work, I think it's become slowly and
Mm,
that because they're lazy. I think so about their work. They uh, not too serious about their work and also make um, make their work become not complete in that day. I think they should finish it like 1 week or maybe it becomes so slow and that becomes their personality become lazy. I think it's become one changing to for Indonesian people who uh, change their work system become rapid like Korean. I
yeah,
think it's very important. And okay, this is the last section that I tell you about human nature, culture, and personality. There are the level of stereotype that become the stereotype itself. So uh, I have know about their human nature, about their culture, and also their personality. I think the uh, that's become my opportunity to know more and more about Korean stereotype.
yeah,
I think okay, that's very. interesting conversation about the South Korea stereotypes, and I want to know about, is there any stereotype in South Korea about Indonesian people?
I think there is one example for it. Yeah, usually Korean do not know about Indonesia. When you ask Korean people, hey, do you know Indonesia? They usually don't know where is Indonesia. When you ask Malaysia or Singapore, Malaysia or Singapore, they know about it. But if you ask about Indonesia, they usually do not know about it. But if you ask them, hey, do you know about Bali? For sure they are know about Bali, because Bali for them Bali is like a state. It's like a name of the country. So we must explain. Bali is in Indonesia. It's like the new information for them. And if you ask them, do you know Indonesia? They usually hear India, because in Korean language, Indonesia is Indonesia, and India is Indo. It's some like confused between them, Indo and Indonesia. Once I ever asked to my friend, hey, do you know Indonesia? The one have the curry cuisine, right? No, it is India. It's not Indonesia. Indonesia is. Do you know Bali? Yeah, I know Bali. They usually know Bali. It's because Bali is a famous island. They usually just know Singapore, Malaysia, and for the Indonesia is only Bali.
Oh, Bali.
Yeah.
So they think that Bali is a country.
Yeah, they think they don't know about Indonesia. For they don't know about the Indonesia is like where is Indonesia? I don't know. Malaysia, yeah, for sure they know about Malaysia. They know about Singapore, but they don't know about the Indonesia. It's like a big country that only have Bali or Jakarta. Yeah, Indonesia is like Indonesia, India. They always think like that. India.
Okay.
They're not familiar with Indonesia. Only Bali.
It's funny statement about that Korean said Indonesia like India.
Yeah.
What they said Indo.
Yeah. In Korean language we said we call India as Indo. And Indonesia is still Indonesia, but India we said, or we call it Indo. So there will be a miscommunicate between them.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting about the spell Indonesia, and it's wrong. So maybe I have found from the internet that Korean, if they have a new friend, they always invite their friend to drink together. Is it correct?
Yeah, it's correct. Usually okay, I will explain about it.
Yeah.
Usually Korean people have their own way to express their respect to the other. It's like when you're inviting someone to the to having a I think it's only for the not only the dinner, but for the to go to the restaurant. and drink together. It's like opening your yeah, it is me. I want to be your friend. It's like that. That's the meaning. Usually they do it with their new friends or higher or older people or the elder people to give a respect to them and want to have a communication with them. That's the meaning.
I think it's a good meaning about drink together. So what did they drink? Because like Indonesian people do not drink alcohol, right? So how about that?
Usually Koreans do drink soju. It's a traditional alcohol, but if they can drink alcohol, yeah, they can change it into a soda or just Coca-Cola or something like that. The important thing is the meaning of the invitation meanings, not the drink or the food, but their meaning. I want to be your friend. I want to have a communication with you. That's the meaning.
Okay. I think it's a good things that we can do to our new friend for for the good relationship, right?
Yeah.
In friendly. Okay. So maybe I think that's enough about the stereotype in South Korea, and it's such a good conversation for your sharing, and once again thank you for your sharing about South Korea in stereotype. Maybe I will have learned about the stereotype in South Korea. I think it's very interesting about me to know more and more about the stereotype.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I want to say thank you to you for inviting me to this conversation. Thank you for your time. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all for the virtual meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.